Morning, Valerie.
Good morning. Some of J. Henry's business letters have got mixed up with my personal mail.
He's due here for a meeting,
I
right?
know. That's why I brought them in here.
Bad mood, Valerie.
Yes.
I thought last night J. Henry was going to apologize to you, didn't he?
No.
Did you pitch in without giving him the opportunity to?
I did rather.
Only rather.
Rather more than I should have done, I realise now. Oh.
This won't do. You've gone back on the surround dimensions for the swimming pool.
Only a minor adjustment.
Well, if it's minor to you, accept that it's major to me and drop it.
I'll consider it again.
Some of your business mail got mixed up.
What have you done about Adam Chance?
I thought we discussed Adam Chance exhaustively yesterday.
You may have exhausted the subject. I haven't. I want a clear decision from you that you're going to write to him and tell him he's not welcome here.
Why don't you write to him yourself? Or are you too frightened of the answer you'll get?
You saw that?
What?
The look she gave me. Not to mention the word she used. Frightened. You see my position, David. Once we did our fighting in private. Now with Adam Chance on the horizon, she calls me out in public. Can you imagine the sort of battleground this motel is going to be turned into if he comes here with her in that mood? You are chairman of the board, David. Write to him.
Barbara offered to write last night.
Then let her.
She offered to write for Jill's sake, and Jill was very adult about it. She said not to on her account.
Jill can't speak on my account.
Jill is a young woman defending herself. If she isn't frightened of Adam Chance, why are you?
Give me the company rules. I want to go through them. Any rules can be bent, and I'm going to find one that I can bend around Adam Chance's neck. A switchboard. Find Richard Lord and send him to me at once.
It'll do her good. Having her hair done, it'll buck her up a bit. I always find that.
Yes.
Hey, penny for them.
Auntie Marian, would you honestly say it's hopeless?
That sounds a bit final.
But that's what everybody's saying, isn't it?
Under the circumstances, I suppose.
And what I want them to see is that it's not hopeless. That maybe it's just a passing thing. I mean, can't you see how awful it would be if just for this infatuation, whatever it is, everything else has to be sacrificed? I mean, what will he feel like when it's over?
Penny, the way things are now, he doesn't think it ever will be over.
Oh, but it will be. It's bound to be. You've only got to look at them. I mean, there's nothing, is there? Nothing you'd call special.
Only they can say that.
And when it is over, it'll break him, you see. And I love him too much to see him hurt like that. Last night, Kevin was talking about accepting it all, making things easy, being friends even. I couldn't do that.
Maybe in time.
No.
It would mean so much to him, Penny, and to you too. He's been such a large part of your life, you can't shut him out, not forever.
I can if I have to.
You might think you can.
Even you see, take it for granted, a hopeless case. Well, I won't. I've been thinking all night, and I've got an idea.
When you finish, it'll be the third time round. Blame yourself if you find the company rules watertight. It was you who insisted your own 4 expert lawyers made them so.
They will have written a leak in somewhere.
There is absolutely no way you can prevent Adam Chance from coming here. Yes? Yeah, hold on. Lucy Hamilton's at the desk. Can you spare a minute?
She might provide a diversion.
Send her in, please. Right. I'll leave you to it.
Yes, J. Henry, I think...
Stay where you are, Richard.
Glad to see you.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Hello, my dear.
Hello, Mr. Pollard.
Do sit down.
Hello, Richard.
Lucy?
I was just wondering
Yes. Whether I had heard from your mother. No, I'm afraid not. But I am sure she will go to the villa in Italy. Now, my dear, I have had my lawyers advance the date of the final settlement of the casino deal. Now, between you and me, that date is quite flexible. But when your mother rings from Italy, I shall tell her that it isn't. In other words, that she will have to come here straight away. Thank me?
Thank you.
No, I must confess that I hope she doesn't ring too soon, because that might mean that you'd leave us. And I shouldn't like that. Thank me again.
Thank you again. Oh, you said something yesterday about lunch today. Is that still all right?
Yes, well, didn't you say something about lunch with the factory site surveyor?
Yes, I can't let you off that. But I shan't interfere with any plans you might like to make for dinner.
9 o'clock in the bar, then, first for drinks.
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All very well for me to find her attractive. My age protects me, but you, Richard, watch it. Don't get your fingers burned twice.
I think there might be something in Clause 5.
There is nothing in Clause 5. I don't think Lucy has had much luck with her men for some time, and she may find it warming to fan an old flame. Now, if I find that she's getting too warm, I shall shoot you off to a mineral holding in a very foreign country, and I shall keep you there until she leaves the motel.
You couldn't keep me anywhere for long, Mr. Pollard. My contract is for 3 months. And it wasn't signed yesterday.
Our contracts can be renewed. We'll talk about that when the time comes. Yes, I see what you mean about Clause 5. It was composed by my lawyers during a postal strike. So it absolves the board from responsibility if mail is held up.
Well, that's all we need.
There is not a postal strike on, Richard. So at this very moment, Adam Chance is probably reading about the date of the AGM.
Oh, Kevin, why couldn't you have waited? I've come all the way back to cook you a proper lunch.
I haven't got time. Look. If I'm not back on the site in half an hour, you've got somebody after me. Lads are covering, but I can't keep disappearing.
Oh, you managed to get to the hospital then. What's the news?
It's not good, I'm afraid. Rachel definitely lost her baby. She's feeling better, though. Bouncing back, as you'd expect. Planning the next time.
I don't know if she's got the strength to even think about it.
Yeah, well, she has from somewhere. Between you and me, I think she's just putting on a brave face for Glenda. Doesn't want her getting depressed thinking the same thing's going to happen.
All right if I go in tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I got some wool on the way back. I know it's early days, but I just couldn't resist it. It was so pretty. And I thought I'd start off with a little coat and leggings, eh?
Yeah, very nice. Give it a week or two, before you actually start knitting.
Oh, Kevin.
I'm just being realistic. When she's home, when they've said she's definitely pregnant, we'll start making plans. But not before.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh, listen, there's something we ought to get settled. I know you're in a rush, but this is important. It's about her job. Now, look, she won't be able to be waitress, will she? Not if everything goes well.
No, we talked about that. Thought we'd have to get her something easier. Part-time, perhaps. I'd like her to give up work altogether. Well, we need the money.
Oh, I know you do, love, but she couldn't do that. Anyway, I don't think she'd want to sit about for 9 months. No, listen, I've got an idea. There's a very nice sitting-down job going at the motel. At least there will be when the girl goes, and I know she's given in her notice. Cashier. Now, Glender'd be good at that.
Sounds all right.
So do you think I could go ahead and say something this afternoon? You don't think Glender'd mind?
No, it's a great idea. Well, if they'll take her.
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, she's reliable, isn't she, and good at figures?
I wish you luck. Look, I must rush.
Yeah, well, don't overdo it, not on a sandwich. I'll have a proper meal ready for you tonight, before we go to the hospital.
Ta.
Oh, Kevin, I'd like to take in a little something for Rachel. Not flowers, but a little present. What do you think?
I doubt if she'll still be there.
Oh, but surely she'll be allowed to rest, won't she?
Well, she can do that at home. No, I reckon her husband or somebody will collect her this afternoon. Well, they don't hang about there. They want the bed, so some other woman can have a chance.
Oh, yeah, never thought. Chance here again, then, Joe.
Not unless the roundabouts come to town.
Come in.
Oh, I'm not disturbing you, am I, Mr. Hunter?
Oh, of course not, Mrs. Brown. What can I do for you?
Well, it's about Glenda, actually.
Oh, yes. How is she? Do sit down.
Thank you. Oh, she's going on very well, actually. No, what I wanted to ask was about her job. You see, if she's lucky, I mean, that is if in 3 weeks' time they confirm that she is pregnant, well, she won't really be able to go on being a waitress, you see.
Oh, indeed not. All that running around, carrying trays.
Yeah, but she'll still need a job, Mr. Hunter. So I was wondering if you'd found anyone to replace Frances, the cashier in the restaurant. She is leaving, isn't she?
Yes, her husband's been transferred to London.
I mean, obviously, if you've got somebody else in mind, but...
No, we haven't even advertised the vacancy yet.
So, do you think you could consider Glenda? I mean, I'm sure she'd do it, you know. She's very good at figures and everything. And she did work in the cash desk in the cafeteria for a while. Do you remember?
Oh, yes, indeed. Would she like the job? Have you spoken to her about it?
Oh, no, not yet, of course. I haven't said a word. I thought I'd better speak to you first before I raised her hopes, but I'm sure she'd jump at the chance.
Oh, I think it's a splendid idea.
Oh,
I'll speak to Mr. Ross. He won't like losing a good waitress, of course, but I'm sure he'll understand.
Oh, so it's all right if I said something to her tonight?
Why not?
Oh, thank you.
Leave him. Just go away. Go over to Joyce right now and leave him here.
What is so marvellous about that? That is what he wants.
It's not, Mum. I'm sure it's not.
He's talking about divorce, love.
Talking, yes. Most of that'll be for her anyway. But divorce is a very long way off. He's not going to realise the hurt that brings with it unless we can bring it home to him right now. Oh, Mum. He's had the best of this so far. He really has. He comes over here, he rows, he argues. He leaves you to cry yourself to sleep. And he goes back to her, to comforts. What we have got to do is be lovely to him. Don't you see? Be nice, be understanding. Make him feel guilty. Do you think he'll find any comfort then?
That's a bit of a turnaround, isn't it?
Oh, after Kevin went last night, I had a really good think, Auntie Marian, and this is what I've come up with, and I think I'm right.
I couldn't just go.
Oh, you can. Tell her she can, Auntie Marian.
Well, yes, of course you can. What have you got to lose? I'd be terrified.
Oh, I am sure I'm right. If you are lovely to him, you'll put him right out of his stride. We could phone Joyce now.
Hey, steady on.
Well, shock tactics, Mum.
Well, take a lot of explaining, and I don't... Look, Sal, being here and watching it all and suffering and being in a panic about people finding out, you'll be a nervous wreck.
Do it, Mumsy.
Well, I've half a mind.
Then find the other half, quickly.
Hello, Mac.
Oh, Kath.
Supper won't be long. We're having it early tonight because I'm going to the hospital.
Oh, that suits me just fine. I might be popping out late myself anyway. Have a game of darts. Probably a couple of jars.
Did you put that notice in the paper?
Yes, first thing. Should be in tonight's edition.
Well, haven't you looked?
No. I mean, I feel really rotten about that. You know, I wish I hadn't done it.
Oh, no, Mac. You couldn't have let things go on.
Yes, I know, but she is my wife. And seeing our names plastered all over the place.
It won't be plastered. Just a little paragraph in the personal column.
Yeah, but they will see it anyhow, won't they?
Not much point of putting it in if they don't.
Yeah, our friends, our relatives, our mum.
Oh, now, come on, Mac. You couldn't have met those bills, could you? Yes, I think there's another one came for you today as well.
Oh, no. What is it this time? A diamond tiara?
Well, it might well be. I haven't looked, but the address on the envelope's enough. Look, one of the biggest stores in Birmingham.
I think I'll wait till I have me supper. Might put me right off.
If I were you, I should just tear it up without bothering to read it.
Mum, we had soap.
I don't think so. There's some in a box under the sink, isn't there?
Couldn't see it.
Oh, well, hang on. I know where it is.
Paid for that fur coat yet?
Don't be funny.
Well, what are you looking so miserable about then?
Well, families. All the stick I'm going to get when I go to Brum this weekend.
Oh, yeah, the scandal. Notices in the paper, the disgrace of the MacDonalds.
Yes, of course. As far as I know, none of our family have ever had any debts. Or hers.
Well, there's a first time for everything, mate. Look, the main point is you can't afford her little extravagances, and she's got to be told.
Are you sure, my darling?
Of course she's sure.
Well, almost straight away, as soon as we can get a flight.
Will that be easy, do you think?
Oh, yes.
No.
problem. There's always
No, we haven't been on to them
standby
yet.
cancellation, things like that.
Mhm,
Airplanes
yes.
are half empty. That's
We'll
what
arrange that, and as soon as we've got the reservation, we'll call you. Well, I don't know how long for. That sort of depends.
Does it matter?
Of course it doesn't matter.
Oh,
What's she on
darling,
about?
Thank you. Be in touch with you
Oh,
then.
Mum.
All right?
Before she goes, please.
I hope so too. Hang on a minute. Bossy Boots here wants a word with you.
I think I'm going. Hi.
Mind you not?
Oh, right. OK, I'll see to all that.
When I'm sitting on that plane, I shall know I have no. Complete nerves.
Oh, yes, it's absolutely the best thing, I'm sure of it. Well, while Mum's over with you, I can get to work on Dad. You know, the old emotional blackmail bit.
No, you will not.
Oh, you could forget about Kevin. He's useless. He hasn't got an idea in his bonds.
Darling, ask her if it's still cold.
Will she need her woolly drawers?
Penny.
You should see her face. No, Mum, they're well into spring.
But what on earth will I take with me? Oh, I don't like doing things in a rush. I do
Yes, right.
I'll help.
OK.
I'll do without you, eh?
Well, I'll speak to you again soon then, Joyce. And in the meantime, keep your fingers crossed and everything else. Safer that way. Bye.
You, young lady, are rushing me off my feet.
And shall I tell you something? You look 10 times better already.
You sure about the washing up, Mac? You can always leave it to me, you know.
As if I would. Look, you're gone. My time is my own.
What about your game of darts?
I had nothing booked. I was just going on the off chance anyhow.
I'll see you down there.
Yeah, red line, OK?
Oh, whoever that is, we're just going out.
Hi, Kath. Hello, sir. Yeah, he's in. Come on in. See him. Sure?
Oh,
How's Brownlow?
hello, Mr. Hooper. You'll have to excuse us, actually. We're just on our way to visit Glenda in hospital.
That's okay. I came to see his nibs anyway.
Oh.
How's Glenda, all right?
Yes, she's very well, thanks. We're expecting her home soon.
Beer in the fridge.
Great. Thanks. Cheers.
Go on through, Mr. Hooper.
Okay. Lovely. Hi, Mac.
Hi, Sid. What's up?
Got a bit of a problem, Mac. I was wondering if you could call and pick Henderson's Merc up in the morning on the way in.
Well, I was going to do that anyhow.
Great.
You could have phoned that.
No, I wasn't far from home. I was sorry to drop in. Well, there was something else. I've just seen this. Yeah.
Yeah, I put that in this morning.
Yeah, well, that's not going to do you a lot of good, mate, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, don't quote me, but I think you'll find that's not legal and binding. Maybe a warning, all right, you know, for the shopkeepers not to give her any credit, see? But I don't think you stand a chance if they do. See what I mean?
Are you sure about this?
Oh, I had a word with Marian about it.
What?
Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I mean, he rang up, you know, about his car. He's got a clutch problem. I said we'd fix it, by the way, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow I'm up to here, Sid.
Oh, come on. What's the matter with you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You scratch his back, he may scratch yours.
What are you talking about now?
About your missus. See, I told him about the problem you're having, the aggro and things, and about this in the paper here, right? And he had a look at it and he said, well, it's going to take a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah. Is he touting for business now, is he?
Lando touting for... He's the best in the business, right?
So?
Yeah, well, what you need, mate, is a good lawyer. See, this might slow her down a little bit, this notice, but it's not going to stop her gallop altogether, I tell you now. You need help, Mac. I mean, it's got to be professional and binding, right?